Hello everybody, welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and this evening I thought I'd have some Trump coffee and work on my kitchen. We got a faucet here that leaks, and right now I've got the water turned off, but when you turn that, it squirts out of this part right here, and when you turn it on cold, it spews out of underneath the handle. So I finally had enough of it. It's been that way since I got here, and it's about time for it to be changed. So what I did was ordered a moen faucet set. I would show you the front, but they ripped it all to pieces, so you can't really see the picture. So this is the way I got it. So it's a, let's see, what model is it? It's a Brecklyn 87102S, like in Sam, R like in Ranger, S like in Sam. I think it was Roger. But anyway, we're going to open this and see what we got in it. So now we're going to try to find the best way to open this thing. Alright, we got our gasket for between the sink and the faucet. We got the valve system. And that's plastic. These are metal. And brass. So that's the base handles. Then we've got the spout, and you got the sprayer cradle, and your two nuts for the bottom of the base to hold it to the sink. Alright. Now this will get clipped on after you get it installed, and that goes on for your sprayer. I don't know why they would need a quick disconnect for in there. I mean, why would they make this separate? But anyway, then we have the sprayer. And we'll see if it leaks or not. But then this goes into this after you get it in there. So then you got your steps and what you're supposed to do. No pictures. So you're supposed to read it and know exactly what the terminology is for every part on this sink. And then there's what I'll give to my landlord. And then here is the owner's manual. Cool, there we go. We got pictures now. We don't need words, we got pictures. So, seems to be pretty straightforward on how to install it, but I already know how to install it, but sometimes there's something that you don't know, so it wouldn't be a bad idea to have this. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to take the old one out and put the new one in. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to take this loose. So I'm not going to show you the underneath, I don't believe. but we'll see. So now the first thing we need to do is turn the valves off. So that's what we've done. So now we're going to unhook these thumb wheels for each input line. Alright, let me go get a towel to drape over top of this stuff so it don't get too wet. Alright, so now we need to disconnect and I'm wondering how that does disconnect. I hope I don't have to have a special tool to do this. I'll cut it off first. Which is what I think I'm going to do anyway. Yeah, I'm going to cut that off, guys. Y'all might not want to do that because I'm just not into... I don't know if that thing has a pop, you know, where you pull or not, like a quick connect. Yep. I guess, unless it broke. Alright, well anyway, so now that we've got that loose, the faucet is held down by two big thumb screws. So we'll take those loose. Alright, we got that one loose. So then you come over here to your sprayer and you unscrew it too. And you pull your nut off of your hose. And now you go back up top. Alright, so now we'll take the sprayer up out of there. And then we can bring this up out of there. And all this is trash. Everything shit falling out of it, rust. Make sure it's nice and drained before you put it away somewhere, because you don't want it to dripping all over everything. So it's best to have a towel to set it on, but we're going to put it in the sink for now and get rid of this nasty rust. So now the first thing we want to do is we want to clean that mess up. So we got enough water here. About as good as we're going to get it. So now we get our new one and our gasket, and this is a softer gasket than plastic, so this will work out pretty decent. So you take these off, and here comes the hard part. Figuring out how to hold that in place while you put the nuts on it. Alright, so I would imagine that the set screws are probably going to be going on the back. So usually that right there is off and that's on. So we're going to put it in with the set screws on the handles facing backwards after we put our gasket back on there. That's pretty heavy, it'll set in place. So we're not trying to line anything up right yet. We're going to go ahead and get our nuts on it first. So I'll put them on exactly the way we took the other one off. I'm just reversing it, so I'm not going to really show you everything in the bottom unless I have to. So let me get them on. Alright, so we've got this tightened down and hooked up. Got the water going to it. Now we're going to go ahead and do our sprayer. This might prove to be a little difficult, but we'll put some weight in it and see if we can't use the hose as a helper. Now we just stick all that down in there. Well, that's awful close to the handle. Oh well, far enough. Alright, so now we'll go down and put the nut on it. Alright, so now let's see what we do here. I think that it just screws on there, I guess. And that works pretty smoothly, out of the way. And it's a little taller, so I can put taller stuff underneath of it. And let's test that theory. I got a bucket here I'd like to try that with. Let's see if I can fill one of these buckets. By God, I can. Check that out, guys. Oh, finally. I'm always having to fill my fish tanks up. So now, let's go ahead and turn the water on and check to make sure there's no leaks. Anytime you disturb something that's been sitting around for a long time not turned, you know, these valves have a chance to break. Alright, let's see how much rust comes out of this. I ain't never had rust come out of my water. Faucets now come with rust. That's not very good water pressure, is it? So let's see what we got inside here. We got rust already. And what we're going to do, I think, we're going to compare and see if this will fit on that one. If it will, we'll probably take the guts out of the other one and put these guts in that one. Oh, they probably made it another thread so you couldn't do that. Yep. So let's take the guts out of this, because I know it's got good spray. Yeah, I got good pressure. And we're just going to clean that out. Hopefully we can use it to our advantage. So now let's put our O-ring back on it, the new one. Put that down in there, into the new one. And put the old diffuser on. And let's see what it gives us. Yes, much better. You notice the difference between the new one and this one. This one's got a lot better string, a little harder. And this one here diffuses it so much that it's like it's stopping it up. So we're not going to use the original one, but I'm going to tell you, that original one looks pretty bad for just turning it on for a couple seconds. So when you look inside that, it's just nasty looking. So I'm wondering if he didn't use this thing, man. I think somebody sold me a used one. But anyway, we got the hold, or the hot. I'm trying to say cold and hot at the same time. Hold. So there you go. We took I think this is actually a cheap version of the Delta. So we can use some parts off of this. The gasket can be reused. And pretty much it. Maybe I can cut that off and use that fitting, take that fitting out of there. Just sweat it and take that fitting out, and you'll have a nice fitting there to change something from this size to this size. So that's a good thing to have right there. So, but anyway, so there is how you replace your kitchen faucet and upgrade it. We didn't even check the sprayer, did we? Now it's going to be a little stiff until it starts getting older. Best thing to do to unstiffen one is just run hot water through it, and it'll warm it up and make it a little more flimsier. Then you can turn it to cold, and then it'll kind of flex wherever you want. Now after a while it'll get used to what you did, and it'll always stay that shape. So it's just a matter of getting it used to that. But I run pure hot water in it to loosen it up. Yeah, see, it's getting a little more pliable now. And we got it to where it'll set just right. So there's my new spigot. Cold side. And the hot side. So I hope you guys learned something out of this. It's actually not the first faucet I've installed. I installed one in the last house. So there you go. I like to dry my sink out. You don't want them bugs getting any ideas that, oh, fresh water. Let's go in and have some. Oh, look, That's a new home. Yeah. Not ready for all that. So don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. You guys have a good one. Later.